Hello, welcome back to another round of GCOR. Today we are at Singapore, and it's looking like we're going to should have about 15 races for the main race. Yet only 13 have turned up for qualifying. We should have another Sauber and a Haas as well coming soon, which should be interesting. So I'm just going to double check you guys can hear me. There we go. Ah, perfect. Right, this should all work now. Sorry for the audio issues that we had last time. I think I cut out near the end of the race, which I don't think the race winner was that happy about, but Singapore should be a good race. Should be a bit more crashing and chaos, especially with a lot of the rookies here. We've got quite a large mix of rookies, so that should make the racing a bit more exciting. It's quite small qualifying again, so qualifying shouldn't be too long. I'm not sure about the race. It's either going to be quite hectic or I think it's going to be quite quiet. So depending on which one you'd prefer, but yeah, I think it should be quite exciting. We've got pretty much all the championship at the tops of the championship at the moment. Let's just have a double check. Here we got a lot of them. The only big miss out again is Josh, who Chicona's predicted him to be in the top 3 of the championship, but again hasn't turned up for season. Oh, very close between the Aston Martin and Oxford, but he gets out first. Seen a lot of drivers coming out start their laps. You want to get quite a few laps in Singapore, only because you get a lot of crashes here, a lot of front wing damage, which a lot of drivers will find is an issue. So yeah, again, a lot of people will be going out on their out laps, so they'll have their setups ready. Again, low fuel runs, you want to get as many fast laps around Singapore as you can. You want to use up all your tyres. It's quite a long track as well, considering the speed that you go, and it's normally 1 minute 30 lap time. It's the longest race normally in normal F1, and it will be here as well. I think we're seeing, the McLaren coming out, delaying their laps a bit. But no, I think we should see the Aston Martin starting its lap first. And then I think Smithy's just behind him, so that'll be quite an interesting lap to watch. But now they're coming into the last sector. Yeah, you want to be starting your lap now. This tyre should be really warm. You want as much grip as you can really during this, just because it's such a downforce intensive circuit and track position is key. It's probably the second most important qualifying of the season, with Monaco being the number 1, just because if you get pole, you should be able to win this race with ease. Again, quite tentative on these first runs. You're not really going to be fully pushing it. Probably a bit nervous. It's quite a daunting track, to be honest, but I'll try and get into quali if you can. Again, it's an important one. But, I mean, depends if you want to be warmed up more. It's just, again, looking at the Aston Martin right now, it's not that great. It's his laps. He's a bit tentative going into corner entries. He's braking quite tentatively as well. He's not pushing these corners, so if you need more time on it, that's what I'd do. Again, there's a lot of... and he's outbraked himself. Should be seeing the other McLaren. Just gone past him, so he's lead driver, but personally, I'd do time trial, and you can always make your way through, especially if you're quite a fast driver. You always want to get dialed in before the race. Pushing the curves on the outside. Getting straight to the line. Let's see if these laps stack up then. Ooh, bit of a collision on the wall. Charlie Door 3/10 slower. Again, once we get their first laps done, we kind of know where everyone's at, but yeah, pushing it. Is that fastest middle sector? I don't think Matt's had a great lap. I think he's probably doing 2 runs, 2 odd laps. Outbraked himself a little bit there. Not going to be great coming through these last few corners. Yeah, he's kind of messed that up really, that last sector. Not the best, but you can improve on that time quite a bit. Yeah, I'd probably spend the time on this time trial, to be honest. If you haven't touched the game in a while, quality's not going to change much. Get quite a few laps in as well in time trial. You can just reset when you get wrong and kind of tweak bits. Where's Hurricane? Just coming across the line, I believe. Where does he? I'm assuming he'll go fastest. There he does, 4/10. Tomic's doing well. He hasn't come. He's back in the league. Mr. Martin's not done too bad. See what the V carb can do. Coming into the final sector now. Use up all your remaining ERS. Because you won't need much for this later bit. Again, not going too much on the curbs on that exit. You want to be kind of gliding across those curbs. Yeah, poor lap. I'm assuming, yeah, Aston Martin will have another go. But he made a mistake, but that's why you try and get out. He was out first, so it's not going to be as big a loss. You want to be out there doing as many laps as you can, because you're going to make mistakes around here. It's almost as tricky as Monaco, to be honest, just racing. It's a bit more forgiving, I guess, with a few of the run-off areas and braking zones, but yeah, it's a longer lap times. If you make any mistakes, it's going to punish you. If you make it at the start of the lap, you've got quite a track to get around before you start. Again, somebody else going slow in sector 3. Not ideal for the Aston Martin driver, but probably people finishing the laps and going into the pit lane, to be honest. Again, he just needs to get a lap time. Yeah, be fully pushing. Let's see how he does across his... not great, really. Never want to be in the middle of the track when going into a corner. You want to be on the outside or inside, try and get that optimum lap time. Not a great exit either onto that main straight. Not pushing fully then, because normally you want to start your lap from that straight and just take it as a normal lap, personally. Again, it's like the Ferrari. Just coming out for another run. Again, as soon as you're in the pit lane, I'll go straight back out. See what Bear's doing. Not too bad on that corner exit. Again, I think he's ahead of the Aston Martin. Not bad on the curbs. No, not bad at all, to be honest. Slow sector 2. Not bad on these corners so far. No, really good exit, to be honest. Good lap, hopefully. He's bundled it on the exit, but 6th, that's not bad. Faster than his teammate by quite a margin. Faster than the team owner of I know he's RB. Different bear, of course. Here comes the Aston Martin. Bit better, but he's taking too much curve on that exit. which is a bit of a shame for him. He's quite, again, looking like quite a scruffy lap. Again, across the line last. And he's not got too long left, really. See, Charlie will be on the final lap. Yeah, 9 minutes. Maybe looking to improve. Again, not great lap time by Chaconas, not great by Cyrax, not great by Matty. Those three are the ones that will be improving and climbing up the grid. But again, this is why you want to be going out if you have a bad lap. That's what you want to be doing, really. Not looking too bad from Charlie. Again, a good lap time really here is one without many errors. I mean, if the lap time hasn't been deleted, so that's a great cut. I don't think I saw that was on the proper track, but yeah, there's really clunky corners there. Yeah, something's off about this lap. Yeah. He must have made a mistake early on, or when we went there, it's just gone off. Yeah, so you'll know that he's lost the time, and so just go straight into pit, go out again. Smithy coming across the line, he's improved. And he goes fastest, ahead of Hurricane. Not ideal for Hurricane, but he's on his out lap, and he's just about to start it as well. Again, you see the McLaren just get out of the way of his teammate. Again, championship leader Hurricane, he's got quite a bit of a gap point, so it's even more important for Hurricane to get pole, get these points across the board. Good improvement by Coward. He's got 3 tenths up in his lap already. I'm sure that will improve as well, but that's a sector that you're most likely to make mistakes on the first and second. You don't really make one into the last as such. So those fiddly corners, but yeah, the way he's going, he's looking to challenge for pole, which you'd expect, and he needs to. He's got quite a big points deficit after being disqualified in the first round in Australia. So one obviously in Japan with the great battle with Hurricane, but this is an important qualifying. He's looking good, looking quick, and he gets pole. 3 tenths on Hurricane, 8-tenth improvement. That is huge improvement. There comes the championship leader. And again, you want to push flat out now. Again, a lot of these guys would have got their banker laps in, like Atomics, Charlie, Coward now, he's got a banker lap, and he hasn't improved. That's not good looking for Hurricane now. Again, a lot of people going slow on the straights. Again, Cyrax made a mistake as well. He'll be pitting 2.5 tenths off his best lap time. What's happening with Chaconas? Half second up. This needs to be more, to be honest. I mean, it's only going into sector 2, but yeah, there's the curbs, yeah. Charlie must have made a mistake going off in that second sector then. Not bad. Again, you want to go all the way across the track. Wasn't ideal for that break in, I don't think, for that corner, but again, he's got a little bit of a toe coming in here, and that car should either go straight on or back out. There's his teammate. Got it controlled. Push to the line. Should be a nice improvement. Great improvement by Chaconas. That's exactly what he needed now. He's kind of got that gap between a lot of the rookies. 10th downwards, really. There's quite a bit of a gap. Oh. Talking about the rookies. Obviously had enough. AI's going back on the track. I mean, he's right in front of the pit lane, but that must have been his flying lap as well, which... Oh. Ouch, that's not what you want to be doing at all. Matt's must have just been on a final lap. He's, again, really good improvement by Matt. Charlie should be the one on the final lap then. Yeah, Thomas I don't think he's done an extra lap at the moment. I don't know why I would be out there a bit like Charlie. Once you make a mistake, go again. And just maybe just waiting to push. But all these guys now, Matt has kind of got his license to get back in the pit lane and then push for that lap. 2 tenths up on Charlie. Again, that fight for 4th. It's a good 3 cars now fighting for. Good 3 cars fighting for pole, so that should be quite interesting to watch the 2 McLarens as well. He's still working perfect. Here comes Matt across the line. So Charlie across the line, and he gets that 4th place, which I think will be the best that he can probably get, and be pushed to get another lap in, to be honest. He's gonna have to push this in lap just to try and get into the pits, change his tyres, change his fuel, and go straight back out again and try and be a bit of a rush. That's a lot of people have been pitting just because you'll get a clearer track. The Red Bull man. Again, not great improvements in time. Yeah, 2 tenths really, but still a second off the place above. Kind of in no man's land, to be honest, but I also don't think qualifying's... Oh, and the V-carb's out. I mean, he should be fine. I can see him getting 9th. I think Cyrax. So yeah, pressure lap for Cyrax. Don't watch Hurricane. Let's say McLaren coming out. Not surprised. Both of them coming out at the same time. Not surprised. It's that kind of time where Hurricane doesn't have the lap time to kind of wait around and see what happens. He's got to get his lap in. Probably give his teammate a tow. No, Smithy will give Hurricane a tow. And again, they'll try and coordinate. They've done it quite a lot on McLaren, and Charlie and Hurricane. You still quite a bit. Again, Charlie will be in and out. I don't think he'll make it. It takes quite a while just to get back out of that pit lane. I think he's done for qualifying, but he's done a decent job. He's 4th, so he doesn't. He's enough to improve to keep the best position he can really get, to be honest. Because I don't think he'll be able to challenge for pole with these guys. Again, Hurricane will be going flat out, because if not, he's got 3rd in the bag really. Again, Atomic's fastest going on flying. Cyrax going on flying. Atomic's could be a dark horse. Only did 1 run, I think. So, and he got the lap time he needed to really push and go for it. There's a bit of a cushion between the back of the grid, and you never want to be in that kind of area with a bunch of rookies, because front wings will go flying. It's important for Cyrax. Again, if he gets up to 5th or 6th, he's away from the Aston Martins, the V-carbs, where it's just going to get a bit hectic, to be honest. Never where you want to be. Coming across the line. Can he do it? Yes, he does. Finds almost half a second of improvement by Hurricane. That is insane. I think what Cyrax will be coming through next. That is a cracking lap by him, especially with the improvement that he made. Oh no, what has happened with Cyrax? What has happened? That's his qualifying done. Here comes the man that's most likely to take pole off Hurricane. Again, a lot of people pushing now, a lot of blue sectors appearing, the purple sectors, so. But no, awful by Cyrax. That's not where he wants to be at all. Bad by Chaconas. Agent Terror's out. which isn't great at all, but I think it'll be safe from the V-carb. It's probably just unselect because there's improvement there. Atomics and improve. Charlie, don't think he even got out of the car. So big Coward's just up. Not up enough though, it's got to be a big final sector for Coward if he wants to get pole, because that's quite a lap that's been laid out by Hurricane. Got a good exit, but will it get him? Pole position. It'll be close. And he's got it! What a final sector! And Smithy's got it back! Oh my god! And Matt's just got a lot. What a qualifying! Great for Matt. Smithy, how has he got pole? That is incredible. Great final up by Cow to just get ahead of Hurricane, but now his teammate, Hurricane's teammate, has laid out a benchmark there, and that won't be great for Cow going into the race. Not at all. 7/10 faster than the rest of the field, those three though. Almost a second Smithy was faster than fourth. You do have that kind of pad. These three, I reckon, will be the ones challenging for this championship. So Hurricane we were waiting for to pit. There we go. So yeah, 2 McLarens in the top 3. All depends on the shortest run up. Yeah. Less than 1.5 tenths per second split in the top 3. Give me a look at there. 24.7. Wow, that's very fast. Sector 3. I mean, Hurricanes is rapid as well. I only got 2 laps in. That's a bit of a shame. You might have even got pole, to be honest, if you got that extra lap in. You never know. I think it's time to leave for the race, I reckon. Should be a good feisty race. Good job by Charlie. That lap he did really went through. Well, we're just waiting for an invite. Right, let's just double check audio is still working, and then I think we should be fine. Yeah, audio is working. Hopefully we don't have another mistake as we did last time. But yeah, race is just about to get going. I think we're just waiting for Hurricane to load into the lobby, and then we should be fine. And then we can get this race going. But yeah, it was good qualifying. Looking forward to that front row. Yeah, I think we just got. I mean, we need to have kind of Hurricane if he's available. But it shouldn't be too long. I think everyone's just trying to get into the McLaren spot, but no, it should be interesting first few laps. Again, I think although the getaway will be important, I think most of the interesting parts will be at the back. Again, the big person who's going to have a lot to do today will be Luigi, runner-up quite a few seasons ago. Only due to penalties and win the championship, so he's fast. And so I think if he can manage to get a clean getaway, I wouldn't be surprised to see him either in 8th or 7th after the first 2 laps, or last, and just slowly go through the grid and pick people off, because I think the issue that you'll have is, again, there'll be a lot of people that won't like to give him up the position. They won't like to give up the position, especially if going into that 10th and 9th, where it's going to be quite hard to get those points. But also, it's about picking your battles. Again, these are drivers that won't really... They can pretty easily squeeze you out, and there'll be no kind of repercussions for a lot of it. You kind of have to back out of a lot of moves if they're really aggressive. So, again, you choose who to give a lot of patience to. And there's others that, again, when you get to the top of the grid, it'll get a lot more respect from a lot of these drivers. So, I think now it's just, if you can navigate this first few laps, if there's an early safety car, I think you'll be able to capitalise a lot on it, get some overtakes going. Right, just see how long it's going to take to get in Hurricane, otherwise, if it takes too long, we might have to start without him and see what happens. Call it a mechanical issue. Yeah, it should be one more restart. It shouldn't be too long before we get this race underway. If not, that'll be quite a nice upgrade for a lot of the drivers on the grid. Just because it's pretty much Hurricane going from last and replacing him with Luigi. So, again, Charlie will be... I think Matt will be on second row, which will be probably the biggest jump. Again, if you're on the outside, you might be able to get a few positions if you're not shoved off. Get a bit more speed going around that kind of chicane at the start. So that would be close. Hopefully we get a bit of rain as well. That normally spices things up. So again, a lot of safety cars, and sorry, normally the best races around around Singapore are just wet to dry races. There's quite a few where I think first, third, and then myself all boxed for, or didn't box when everyone else did, and you just get, I think it's first race around Singapore, and you just get absolutely screwed over by the change in weather. You want the kind of downforce, the extra grip, especially around Singapore. Again, it's quite a tight track, so. Oh yeah, Agent Terry, yeah. Not P11, not too bad, but again, it's one of the tracks where if you're down at the bottom, it's just if you don't get front wing damage, you've gained 3 positions, and it kind of your overtakes are probably the most important part. If you can either keep people behind once you get into the points, get that track position, and you can kind of be kind of aggressive with them. Or if you're trying to overtake, if you get the front wing damage, which is very easy to get with the braking close behind someone, corner exits especially if you want to overtake. That's kind of you've got to be close coming out of those corner exits and get lucky really, because if you're defending, you want to disrupt the kind of main overtaking spots in the 2 straights. And someone's left. Not great news for V-Curve. Should be 3 minutes. I think we've given Hurricane 20 past the hour. If not, we'll start instead. Yeah, I don't think that Visa Cash App is actually coming back. So, yeah, I think we need to start this race pretty soon. It kind of used to be important. Just double check all my audio's working again before we start off racing, because it shouldn't be too long, to be honest. Yeah, let's try and get this race starting, because I don't have audio, really. Right, I don't think it should be too long, any minute now. I'm just trying to get this race going, to be honest, otherwise it's just gonna take up so much time. So I don't respond to any messages, but again, it's one of the kind of drivers that you want to kind of make an exemption for. Yeah, well, contract renewal is just depending on the run of races, run of form. So it depends on how well you do overall. is really how we get contracts. But again, interesting next year with who might be about. Looks like the Kick Sauber has finally turned up, which is good to see. Yeah, I think a few of the drivers starting to ready up, so I think we've given them one more time, but if not, even if the drivers do ready up, I think we can go from there, and that should hopefully get this racing started, because I would like to do well. And to show it's the ground effect that's ruined my pace. Hey, it's been like 4 generations of cars, and I'm not sure saying it's a ground effect car can really be used as an excuse at the moment. Yeah, for the new cars, I guess, but that would be next season, so I think we'll probably, when the new update comes out, I think we'll probably just change over to there. I think it's pretty pointless, to be honest, having the new update. Right, there we're starting, so if Hurricane can start within the next 15 seconds, then yeah. If you don't get along with it, that's fine, but I even think this year's car acts quite similar to the 21 car, which wasn't ground effect. Again, the only problem with ground effect is that you can get floor damage, which is more impactful that you can't really fix. Apart from that, it's not. You haven't put enough effort in to actually make that much of a change. Alright, we started. No Hurricane. No Hurricane, that is big. That is big for the championship. This is perfect for Gower, to be honest, especially for the McLaren as well. Smithy, because he wants to kind of take claim to that spot at McLaren, and the best way to do that is to be the teammate of the championship. No, if it's clear weather, then that's really not good for Hurricane, because there won't be that much of a change, to be honest. Alright, it has started though, so at least be able to have dinner at a reasonable time. Perfect. Hopefully people don't start running up. Oh, apparently, is it raining? Is it raining? If it's raining, it should be better for the Haas. Hope. Who's normally pretty good in the rain? Hurricane's normally pretty good. Gower's normally pretty good in the rain. Oh, I normally hate the rain. It's just a pain when it's raining. Number Stein. Perfect. Yeah, it feels it would be interesting to see how he gets along. Update. Oh, it is a big Matt. Fair enough. A lot of hard tyres. No mediums for people who are trying to get up the grid. Be interesting to see. Okay, interval. That should be fine. Seems a bit cluttered. Smithy's going away fast, but again, this is the game, so there's no actual real focus on slowing down the pack, because as soon as you go around the track and you park up, your tyres are fixed at the temperature that they're at, so there's no kind of thing of cooling down. So again, if you want to go at your own pace, it's probably not too bad as the leader, and then GCOR is probably going to slow people down, but normally it's, again, you want to be packed because it's mediums to hards to mediums, but I wouldn't go hard at the start. I think there's probably going to be a crash, so I would probably go for the mediums. And also track position's really key, so I guess it all depends on what time you get a safety car, if there is one. Only got a light rain. Again, no one's really changed tyres. Again, all going to be quite close together. Good line up. Ooh, Atomics has gone over his box, so I don't know, I kind of want to see how Chiconas does. Here come the 5 red lights. And away we go. Right on board. Yeah, just get ahead. Matt is going for it. Matt has had a great start. Oh, there's contact. Charlie doors off. Managed to stay on the track. Atomics managed to keep position. Got overtaken Charlie. Charlie has an awful start to this race. Matt has been perfect. He used those softs to a T. Smithy stayed ahead of Cowards. That's all he needs to do. Atomics and Charlie fighting hard. Charlie's won his position back. And the two Aston Martins. Oh, there's contact, and Fuse has lost his front wing. Fuse has lost his front wing. Yeah, he's lost his end plate. Cyrix has gone down. Luigi's stayed calm. Yeah. Fuse. Oh, bit of contact there. Oh! Look how it spun round! He's had contact with Cyrax. Ah. I mean, from the was, yeah, wasn't really surprised. Luigi's got up to 11th, gone through the chaos. Going on for the Aston Martin, gets the overtake done on the softer tyres. Still got that broken front wing, but doesn't seem to be happening so far. And again, Cyrix has got him as well. God, that Aston Martin's dropped back. And he's gone into the pits. Nightmare start for the Aston Martin. Oh no, he hasn't. He's gone into the pits. Ah, yeah. Oxtec is, yeah. It's harsh again once you get that front wing damage. It doesn't seem to be that major or affected Fuse that badly. And Chaconas is... Ah, he's going to sink, isn't he? Thought he'd do quite well at the start of this race, but... No, everyone seems to be quite pushing that hard, and he's the hard tyre. And Fuse is getting the overtake down from last place. Has contact, gets the move done. Don't know about that. Seemed a bit of push to pass, but I don't see Chaconas holding up much of a fight, to be honest. He's already lost a second. What is... He can't damage, can he? His front wing's in place. He must have floor damage, because he can't... Unless he's this slow. And the Aston Martin spun. Oh, what a nightmare for his Aston Martin. It's raining. You want to get that front wing change if you are the Sauber, but gone from last to first. That's good going. Cyrus has got Chaconas. Yeah, it's all kind of spaced out for the front, but it's kind of a... Yeah. Oh, Matt slides and lost... He's the podium position. Had he kept it? He's foot to the floor. Oh! Charlie Doris just barged him off. Matt just lost a shed load of positions from that as well. That will be looked at after the race, because that is not great at all, and I have a feeling the stream might be used for that. Towers on Luigi, but I don't think we'll be able to get Luigi. And on Leclerc's pit, and the Aston Martin's out. What the hell has happened in that? Safety, BSC? Looks like it. Oh no, it's not. Just a caution. What a nightmare for the Aston Martins. No? It is VC, yeah, it is VC. Ooh! Big slam on the brakes by Atomic. That is not great. Charlie will not be happy about that at all. Almost broke his front wing. Yeah, poor start by Aston Martin's on Inters. Shall we see the rest of the grid, see if they go onto the Inters as well? Oh, they're still working, and it is chucking it down now. That will be everyone into the pits. This is booked out perfectly, really. Oh, they want to be as close to each other to go into the pit lane. Anybody gonna be... No, they're all different teams, to be honest. Apart from Fuse, which will be held up. And potentially... Do they go into the pit lane? This is really the moment of truth. It is raining. It is under yellow flag conditions. And again, drive through speeding under the pit lane. Under VSC, that is shocking. Everyone's going through. What is going on? And there's three racing into the pit lane. Bears managed to get Charlie. Be interesting to see how these guys do. Cyrus staying out. Massive group of everyone's going onto those Inters. Not bad for Matt's getting on the soft tyres. It's just a shame with the Charlie door damage. Oh, close, but... Oh, he did have front wing damage. And Luigi as well. Oh, it is probably chucking it down there, especially for these hard tyre runners. Problem with Fuse is when he pits, he'll probably change his front wing, and that is going to be what's like... It's almost like a 5 to 6 second penalty. Again, he might not. I'd be surprised if he didn't, because that would lose him 1 or 2 positions, which he doesn't really want to do. So no, these guys were stayed out. Not surprised. They had a bit of a buffer, and especially with Coward. If Coward might be ruining the chance they didn't go for Inters, to be honest, because, like, again, medium to soft tyre runners are going to get a massive benefit from this if people don't go harder. If it does dry off again, just because they've then used that tyre. And again, you never want to go hard tyre going into Singapore just because of the rate of VSC or anything else could do to your race. Does he go into the pits? That is a question. I think he will. Yes. Bear's going to be the interesting person to watch from this then. pit. They'll all be pitting then. Where does he come out? 10-second penalty for Fuse. Oh, it's gotten worse. Be interested to see if he changed his front wing. If he's gone out. Where's Bear? Might be a holy undercut and Chaconas give you out the points. Head did he come out of head of Atomics? Close. Really very close between the two of them. He could still slap to try and get him. It's worked out for Cyrax. He's got ahead of Matt. Because Matt had the front wing change. Yeah, he's got the position. Matt has gone from 3rd to 8th in the matter of a few laps. Luigi's got Chaconas, so yeah, those who have pitted first have got a massive advantage over the rest of the team. And we'd be surprised if Chaconas is going to lose position here. Yeah, he's got the inside, he should be. Oh! I don't think the Red Bull thought he would be there. Chaconas ain't going to give up these corners, and he's outbraked himself. I think he's probably. Yeah, he's got. Oh, Chaconas got the points. What has happened? What a nightmare. He's already dropped back a second. He's just got no pace. See the floor damage, it's just been awful for him. So, as it stands, let's have a look at the championship table due to Hurricane not being here due to technical issues. The rate this is going, I think Hurricane will probably, yeah, we're going to be smack on points, to be honest. I mean, the big person who wants to gain as much points as they can will be Cyrax, or in the Red Bull, just because he's currently 2nd. Main championship contender, he will need to gain, what, if he gets 4th? If Cyrax gets 4th, he will be leading the championship. He's kind of got through a lot of the chaos at the start, so be interested to see what happens. Pardon me. So it just goes between the RB and the Stake Sauber. Interested to see what happens, to be honest, because it's not been too bad, to be honest. This race did really well at. Again, got ahead of Charlie at the VS. Oh, it's the wall. Oh, I don't think they've got enough grip. It doesn't feel like they've got loads of grip, and he's pushing so hard, trying to get ahead. Bit of a slide from both of them going onto these corners. Again, these corners will be really wet. You'll lose quite a bit of grip, so. It's kind of the only corners you really want to take, you kind of want to minimise, just because you'll be sliding around quite a bit. "30 seconds behind the leader." Oh, that is sad for the Ferrari. 10 seconds. Which will put him currently 9th. Again, hopefully this rain doesn't become much of an issue. So that's the kind of... That sounds still working. Yeah, there's only fight really happening at the moment. Still got quite a bit of this race to go. We've already had one DNF. Big drop in order, so I think it's all just staying alive at the moment. Trying to... anyone's going to be massively fast or in this wet, to be honest, just because it's not going to really take that many risks. Again, your braking distances are going to be different, less grip, and you do not want to be plowing into the back of someone. We're doing well. Did he change his front wing? That's the interesting thing. Is he's getting on Charlie Door. Did he change his front wing? He didn't. I don't think he did actually. No. Again, it hasn't really affected him. You see that quite a bit at the moment in F1 where you lose a bit of your barge board, you actually get quicker. He's gained a lot on the Ferrari. Both Ferraris are really struggling at the moment. Yeah, Bear's pulling back from the Sauber ahead of him. Not a bad idea. You just don't want to be in the wake too much. You want to have decent tyres and just kind of relax behind them and just let the laps get away, to be honest. Once you've had your go at trying to attack someone, the best thing to do is just stay back, save your tyres, wait for another moment, or either recharge your battery. And as he's going for that, he's going for the move. He is flying at the moment, up into 5th. Goes to Sauber ahead of the Ferrari again. I think he overtook Chicones on that same corner. He is not suffering that 10-second penalty, neither should he, to be honest. This is what he needs to be doing for his race if he wants to get decent points. Not great for Ferrari at all. 11 seconds adrift. I mean... Oh, DNF! He's out! He's out, he's crashed into the wall! Oh my god! Oh, he's having such a good race! Can we see any VSC signs? Double waved yellow. Now shouldn't it be? I think he's just gone into the wall. He was rapid as well. Ah, nightmare. Drive-through penalty. Speeding under VSC. That solves that issue for his drive-through. That's massive. He's going to have to take that soon as well. That's going to drop him to 8th from 4th. Ah, that's... Again, small mistakes. Nightmarish. No safety car though, so the gaps will kind of stay the same. Not great for the Red Bull or the Aston Martin. Pitting. New tyres? Anyone pitting under this VSC? What the? Did he have a penalty? Didn't think he did. He didn't. Ahmed only pitted once. He pitted before to go into the. Interesting. Close by the Aston Martin then. Again, fighting for that one last points pin position. Should be seeing the RB come through in a minute. He'll be taking that penalty. But it'll be interesting to hear from the Red Bull why he pitted that lap. Yeah, going through the drive-through penalty. Don't want to get another one. He's got another penalty. I thought that would happen. Again, no pit assist allowed, so that's. He's just... that penalty turns into a 30-second penalty really now. That's his race really over. That's a massive shame. I don't see him getting any higher. Oh, they're close. I think Matt should just have the edge. again, will be fighting to see who gets to the apex. I think Luigi actually might have him. Ah, it's getting bad to worse for Matt. And the podium to 7th. Sarex is now currently joint leader of the championship as well, as everything stands. Going quite undercover at the moment. He's gained quite a few positions. Let's have a look. I think it should show. There we go. Up 6 and up 3. Big losers are Mats and Konas. Charlie's gone down 1. I'll give him position change for now. They're fighting, I see. This for points, this for one singular point. He is chucking it down out there though. He is doing great, but it's not been great for the Red Bull driver either. Don't know why I pitted, but what is happening with Bear? He's got, what, 13 seconds worth of penalties now? Nightmare for him. I don't know if I get the penalties. Yeah. Go for it again. The Red Bull is closing down on Charlie Doyle, which really isn't promising for them. Within a second now, I mean, there will be no DRS, which just makes it that extra difficult to overtake. But yeah, both Red Bulls are now looking to overtake their respective drivers. I think this one, though, you're just waiting for a mistake to happen, to be honest. Matt's out! Oh, Matt spun! Matt's out! Red flag! Red flag! Oh, Matt's absolutely binned it into the wall! Oh my god! Oh, this tricky edition. Matt's out! I'm shocked. Red flags, yeah, they will be able to change their tyres. Don't there'll be much else to do, to be honest. Again, can't change setups, might change tyre pressures, might be easier to do that as well. Apart from that, there won't be too much to happen, but it does mean there'll be a restart in the wet. And if you finish the race now, you get points, which I always find it interesting, because then you've always got to kind of be more alive and conscious of what happens. And they're off. Everyone's on brand new Inters. Oh, coward! Has he got, almost at the lead. 3-second time penalty for Ben Leclerc. Charlie's got ahead. Bear's trying to get past the Red Bull. Bit of corner cut in there. Comic needs to be careful now. Oh, that's exactly what I thought might happen. Front wing gone. But he's injured, and Cyrax got into 4th. He is now the championship leader. Which I'll try not to smile when I say that. Can we see any damage happening with Bear? That's what, 3 seconds to the Red Bull in 8th. Luigi's dropped down again. Still not even halfway through this race at the moment. Thought that might happen with Sauber, just clipped the wall. Real shame for him. Just going to back up some positions. Yeah, Atomic Cruisers are well out the safety car from 3rd down to 5th. Cow can finally put the pressure on to the and they're in for tries. They're in for tries. He's going for it. Oh my god, he stayed out. 1, 2. Everyone's pitting. Everyone's pitting. Oh my god. Oh, he just. The Atomics have stayed out. Smithy stayed out. This could be a massive change, actually. Could have another new provisional championship leader with Coward, to be honest. Let's have a look at. God, they've all got 10-second penalties. Don't see these tyres now. Mediums, hards. Back onto his hard tyres from before the rain. Thomas on medium. He started the race on mediums. That's why he was so started. Oh, he's got huge gap. Genius by Atomics. He's managed to. He's first by what, 20 seconds? With Cyrax going to be P2. Chicane's been overtaken. $19. I mean, he'll probably still stay at a Coward provisionally, but the big gainer is going to be Atomics. He could go on to win this race. Didn't even know you went on there. And he will now inherit the race lead. On the right tyres, on fresh tyres. McLaren gets out ahead. What the hell has happened? You will? Be close. It's really going to be close, actually. 10-second penalty for Smith. They've all got it for crossing the white line on the exit. He stayed ahead somehow, which I'm really surprised about, but... Well, you need it now for it to start raining and all the guys have to serve their penalties. Then you could see... You can see the Red Bull see everyone else get these penalties and they just shrink away. Yeah, again. Across the white line. You've got... Yeah, Baron. I think Terra should be fine for now, to be honest. Considering the amount of penalties people have got. Only Chaconas, Luigi, Cyrax, and Atomics have managed to stay clear of penalties. But this man has been a 20-second... I believe our mic might have cut out, but we'll see if that's all still working. Yeah, perfect. Mic's still working. 3-second penalty for Bear, but halfway through. Smithy, another 3-second penalty. Maybe not the tyres, but stay to the end. Luigi's got a good chance to do well as well due to him on the mediums. Again, he's taking the soft just because he'll do better with this rain, but he's done a fantastic job really there. Let's skip to leader. He's got a 30-second gap. How the hell is even that? That is, again, this is why we love the changing weather, because with these red flags, you take the gamble. You're either going to win the race by 30 seconds or lose time. I mean, these guys are going to be aggressive now. Smithy must stay ahead though if he wants to beat Coward, and this is a Constructors' Championship. And he's going to want to help Hurricane as well. We want to minimise the amount of points. Constructors wise, yeah, McLaren will still do fine out of this, but driver standing wise, it's all up in the air. I mean, I know Sarix is provisional championship leader, along with Hurricane. Again, the problem with Sauer is they've only scored 2 points all season. He's a driver that's still now not on the grid, and again, a shame for Fuse, just because he was doing so well before that. Things for Atomics now, there's none of gain him, even if he is a bit slower. Cyrus just needs to pick up the pace. I have 14 laps left, and it is looking like a kick Sauber victory. Everyone's getting penalties. Let him through, I would, because otherwise he's got 32 seconds worth of penalties. If he gets in, will be a race disqualification anyway. I don't think the game allows you to have so many accrued penalties. Only 3 people now are without penalties. Gonna went too keen into that corner, and he's lost himself time there. Gaining quite a bit of time, to be fair. I mean, these guys are going to be pushing. Atomics might even need to make another pit, but he should be fine. Because he's 30 seconds back now. You know, we're gonna. Barging into each other. What is this Vita Cash Up RB doing? I mean, it's insane. He's got so many seconds of penalties. The Red Bull's fighting him though, and he's just barged him again. He's barged him off the he's pushed him off the track. This is ridiculous, to be honest. He hasn't got the position. Sorry, it's lost a lot of pace. Finally gets ahead. Oh no! He's taken both out. He's out of the race. He's just DNF'd. What an idiot! What an idiot! And this is the worst possible thing that could happen for Atomics. What an idiot! He's gonna get points. It's so many seconds worth of penalties. It wasn't going to change a single thing. I have no idea why he did that, to be honest. Ah, what an idiot. Honestly. Tuning into new tyres. Serving this penalty as well. Everyone is. Is there a safety car out there? think there is. Yeah, it's safety car. That's why they were doing it. So it's got ahead of Charlie. Got a minute to catch up on him though. That 3-second bounty is gonna be a nightmare for Smithy. And there's a safety car. 10-second speeding. Oh, is that... I'm so confused. I'm trying to find if there is a safety car, but... Bears left, not surprised. Thomas comes into pit. So one problem with this game is you cannot tell whether there is a safety car or a virtual safety car, and that's the kind of issue that they have. No clue what's going on at all. Just seeing there's a yellow dot where the safety car should be underneath the number 1. Which I assume is going to be a safety car. I have no idea though. He had a masterclass of strategy though by Sauber. No, there's nothing there. Oh no, that's the Aston Martin. So there should be safety car here. There is okay. It is safety car. Again, the big folks will be just catching up to the safety car. Everyone's going to be on mediums. Again, Atomic's just been able to get one lap pressure tyres due to his advantage. I mean, I'm sure he would have taken the other bit, but you know that anything can happen at Singapore. Just not even 2/3 of the way through the race. And Thomas has had a 30-second lead, which has just been cut down. Must be annoying knowing that under that safety car, knowing that everyone else is just gaining and gaining on you as well. I mean, they'll be pushing hard, because you never know when it's going to come in. And it's such a big gap. But that's also the gap that you had before the safety car, so it's a double-edged sword. I don't think I'd have to be very happy with Bear. Not at all, because he might have cost him this race, to be honest. That's the problem that he'll have, is that him driving the RB driving recklessly would have changed the entire outcome of this race. Yeah, if everything's still working, but yep, sounds still working, but yeah, I mean, all of this is just so we've got confirmation that Matt lost the rear. Fuse just hit the wall and just went straight out, a bit like George Russell did a few years ago. The issue is going to be for Smithy up 3-second penalty. I don't think this will matter for Chaconas, but then it'll be hard to overtake though. Because if anyone stays right behind you, you've lost the position. So all of these are potential just position losses come the end of the race. But no, this really good strategy by Atomics. I mean, took a gamble. Everyone else was on wets. It was sort of a bit raining, but it said it would stop. And he thought, I might win the race, and potentially has. But he's got one lap fresher tyres. Everyone else will push theirs a bit more, so he's been able to open them up quite nicely. Or else everyone would have had 1 or 2 incredibly fast laps just to catch up with the safety car, because that's the issue that they would have all had. Talk about catching up with the safety car. That's the reason why we're going to go for another lap, I believe. Is that he is still going. And again, with these time penalties, the game only serves, I think, 10 plus penalties, like 10, 20, 30. So these penalties are with you really to the end of the race. Yeah, this is going to be a nervy one. Safety cars breed safety cars, that's what they always say. Whenever one comes out, you're more likely to have another. Oh, Chacon has just come back. Has it been AI the entire time? Will that save him? Yes, Aston Martin should be fine now. Even with us 13 seconds, but that kind of covers off if anyone has front wing damage and he's decently quick enough to the end of the race, he should be fine. And I'm looking forward to seeing this restart, to be honest, because we might have another crash. Safety car in this lap, perfect. And everyone's braked at different points. Again, this is the one that you do not want to be under. Let's say coming into this thing, it's just breeze penalties, being cheeky with the limiter and how much time you're under and over, especially under a VSC. Thing is, you cannot follow side by side in this restart. And Atomics, when will he go? He's left it late. And go. And he's off. Charlie does come in for the Red Bull. And when he gets shoved off like he did last time, they're bumping wheels. Cyrax keeps the position. Again, everyone seems to survive the restart. Yeah, I'm sorry for how long it's taken for this race to still happen, to be honest, because you could have watched an entire normal F1 race during the time of this and you'd be finishing by now, but that's the problem with Singapore. We've still got another 8 laps to go. Or the beauty of Singapore. And the fact that Hurricane isn't in the race, which is, I mean, definitely spice things up for the championship, which is what you want to see. This is the man here who needs to take full advantage of this. And again, everyone will be pushing that 3 seconds. Again, he can't be stuck behind Atomics if Atomics are slower, because they'll just keep everyone close together. Doesn't know like Atomics is slower, but the fact of where he qualified means that these two should be fastest. And I feel bad for Smithy in a way, because if it wasn't for that red flag and wasn't for Matt and Bear, Matt and Fuse, then he might have been leading this race. But So we've got to say he's lucky to still be second. These two are scrapping away. Chaconas is not going to want to let Luigi get past at all. Again, regardless of the penalty, you'll still want to get these overtakes done. You just want to get stuck behind slower people, which Chaconas is probably the slowest man on track at the moment, or holding at the pack, which feels horrible to say, but that is the problem that he's having at the moment. So he really needs to. I mean, there's 2 seconds, everyone's within him. As long as he can stay in 7th, he'll be fine. But gaps opening up at the front. Cow seems to have slipped away. Everyone's pushing quite hard. Tomix, another fastest lap. How much? Oh, interested. By a margin, yeah. What's happening over here? What's happening with Luigi? Is he a damage or bodywork? He's got both his front wing end plates. I mean, I thought it'd be flying this race. I mean, it's been the perfect race to do that. That might be just the... Yeah, he has got a bifold missing, so he must have had damage. In this fight, this is perfect for Chaconas, though, as he's already solidified his 6th place at the moment. Agent Terror's doing a massive favour for the Ferrari driver at the moment. He just seems to be quite alone, doing his own thing at the moment. He just needs to keep that gap. It's that gap between him and Luigi, which is just growing for every lap and every moment that the Haas is behind the Red Bull. It doesn't seem like the Red Bull will get the points, but I don't think that's the point really, and I don't think he cares. Well, they're all really close behind each other. This doesn't seem like Luigi at all, to be honest. I think he must have some severe damage because he's fallen quite a bit behind. How about someone who's on the warpath? Someone's gained a lot on Atomic, so Atomic has had a bit of a wobble. No, of course, in Sector 2s. Being quite close together, to be honest, which I'm not too surprised, but it is quite a connection of corners. Again, the good thing now with Smithy is that Coward has dropped back quite a margin. So that 3 seconds, I mean, it's for the win at the moment if this pace is as strong as we think it is. Five laps remaining after this one. Yeah, 5 laps left of the race. Is he going to go for it? No, he's not. Yeah, it's not a great circuit for overtaking, that's the only issue that we've got with Singapore, but if you can stay tight between this is probably one of the best overtaking spots on the track. He slides quite a bit going into that corner. He's got DRS and he'll probably be... Is he going to go for it? Batteries are both quite low, but obviously Smith is going to be pushing more. Someone's used a lot of their batteries, just going to need to keep Charlie behind at the moment. Well, I've got other batteries at the moment. Keep charging them up. especially in areas like this. Again, it's easy for Atomic to charge, because you can go and overtake, like you'll never be able to overtake through that section at all. So you can just get as much ERS as you want, and then next lap don't do it at all, and then just, if he doesn't, you can gain so much time. But then, Smithy is DRS, so that's the kind of the payoff that you get. Cyrix has fallen back. Coward has gained as well. Ferrari and the Red Bull battling away. Oh, they're close! Almost side by side. One's got a lot more battery and one's got DRS. Unfortunately for Cyrax, it's the same driver. This will be close. Again, you just want to... The priority for Cyrax will just be getting as much battery charge in that car as he can get, just to defend from those DRS zones. Look how close they are. 10th of a second between them. Imagine that's 51 pole by, but the problem that's happening now is all this could be for nothing with that 3-second penalty. She's going to root because that's just for corner capping. That's silly, to be honest. He shouldn't be getting those penalties, especially around a track like this where track position is so key. Luigi, oh, he's at the wall. How much of his front wing has he lost? Nightmare for Luigi, just needs to stay close behind. Gained a bit more battery now. But no, I don't think much of this will change, to be honest. Near the back, it's just the Aston Martin will be pushing as hard as they can. Same with the Red Bull, because they should be able to, especially the Red Bull, get ahead of Luigi. Again, if the Red Bull can stay 7th, that's be a decent result for the driver, considering the pace that he's had around Singapore. These 2 battles out on track, and then 4th and 5th. Again, I think it's right that if they're getting 12 points and the gap's what, 10? Yeah, gap is 10, so yeah, this will... He is fighting to be ahead in his championship after this race. Again, amazing drive by Smithy. He's going to be ruining himself after this. He's going to be gutted, I think, just because he should be winning this race. He should have led it. So that's the one issue that he'll be having with this. Is that if it wasn't for that red flag, he'd be leading this race. And even with... it's looking like Luigi's damage, and it's just all gotten worse and worse for him. I think he's probably just pitted. But that should, again, that should save these 2 guys a position. Gosh, these guys are close going into this. And I bet Charlie's backed off from the Red Bull, so it is just between these guys at the moment. No ERS between the 2 of them. These guys just not close enough for the McLaren driver. Everyone's ERS is running that little bit low. I think it's just Luigi not having fun at all. Then past. Good choice by the Red Bull driver. Needs to be what, 8 seconds behind him to get the points, so. He's been saved slightly, to be honest, as Chicone, so he'll be happy with the points that he's got. Very good drive by Cyrax today, and these 2 have been perfect, to be honest, for this race. I just don't want to. I want to make sure my mic is still working after what we had happen last week. So Just want to make sure everything's fine. Again, I do apologise for what happened, but yeah, these guys are pushing. But the issue for Smithy is that Coward is behind, and the 3-second penalty will cost him a position, which I thought it might near the end of this race. That's it really, I think. Just gonna have to... I think Atomics should be fine when these tries of Atomics. Even let him pass towards the end, but I think it's just a matter of principle compared to anything else. You wanna cross the line first, that's the main thing. And he has been fantastic. What a strategy call by him today. Him starting on the mediums. Him starting on the mediums has won in this race from that red flag. Whilst everyone else went on onto Inters, he was the only driver on the grid who chose it. And that will probably give him his first race win of the season, and from his first race, which will make his pitchbull incredibly happy. Again, it's been a close battle, and him and Smith have been fighting the entire time. So, oh, it's close again. Problem is, these guys stop doing this. Coward, who's gained so much time already from this. I mean, the issue that they're going to have is if they crash into each other, that's race over. But I don't think they will. He has survived an onslaught from the McLaren today. He has been fantastic. He's been intuitive, he's been innovative, and that has won him his first race around Singapore. As they cross the line, Atomics wins the Singapore Grand Prix. Coward second, unlucky for Smithy with that penalty to get third. The Red Bull gets fourth and inherits the championship lead. Charlie Dorr fifth. Chaconas comes in a sixth, which I think he'll be happy with the points considering what's happened today. Aston Martin crosses the line. 10-second penalty. And just 2 seconds in it. Another penalty from and poor Luigi with floor damage, ruining what's happened. Gets 2 points, which I don't think he can really complain about, to be honest. So I think congratulations to Atomic. What a race by him. He was absolutely fantastic today. So he did fantastic. I'm confused. Oh, why is Shakira's up there? For goodness sake. The the game's glitched, but congratulations, Atomic. Can't believe that's happened. I cannot believe that's happened. Congratulations to Atomics. Obviously, all that thing with Ferrari will be stripped, but yes, our race. And yeah, we'll see you next week.